Hey there, everyone. I'm a little bit late to our live, and I just got off the phone with a lawyer about the lawsuit up on the land. So it's been a full day already, and I'm coming on live to a whole bunch of different platforms, to YouTube, to Hey Demers, um, the Warrior Goddess Women page, the Warrior Goddess Training Circle, my personal and public page. So waving and saying hello to all of you. Good morning. I'm in my kitchen hanging out this morning and wanted to share a couple things that are coming up and celebrate with you around the book and where we are with the book. So as you join, come say hi. So hi, Cindy, who said hello earlier. So if you are here live, please go ahead and share in the chat. And if you're watching the recording later, say hello. Sakina, let me see. I don't know if on this platform I can do, hey, Rhonda, if I can do captions, sweetheart. Let me see. I don't think this particular private chat banners brand. Nope. Sorry. The way that I'm doing this, I can't do captions. I apologize about that, Sakina. Hey, Linda. Hello from Kentucky. Danny. So the celebration is this. Ah. So last night, I've been up all night, almost all night. I think I slept for 3 hours, so that was exciting. But I turned the rough draft of my book, the second rough draft of my new book, hey Sue, hey Ailish, into the editor yesterday. Her name's Danielle. I really like her. We had a really beautiful conversation about the book. And there's a really funny thing, I know, whoa, about writing a book, or any of you that that have done a huge project where you go through phases of like, this is the best thing ever. I love this. And then you go through phases of this is terrible. There's nothing redeeming about this project. So last night, as I was pulling everything together for the editor and trying to do one more round of changes for her, I was like, okay, stop, back away, hand it off, because I cannot see it anymore at all. So it's really, really exciting. Yeah, exactly, Rhonda. Stay steady. Don't believe your brain, because you definitely will be going through, it's the best, it's the worst. I've done everything I can. I have to do more. It's such a process. So, yay. I feel like I have another midwife. I have a lot of midwives, Thank you so much to all of you that have read the book and that have commented, because I've been sharing it with a lot of the Warrior Goddess Training Circle community. And it is now onto its next midwife, and she's going to do a very thorough review of the book and then give her expert advice about what needs to happen next. And then either I will get to do what's next or she will do what's next, depending. So it's the best. It's so exciting. So that is in process. And of course, I really, really wanted the book to be done by last year, but by spring equinox, I thought would be such a lovely time to have it done, but it's going to go beyond that. So we'll see. May Day, maybe? We'll see. Yeah, to keep shifting our expectations for sure. So before I got on this call, and I haven't been doing a lot of lives because I've been writing and organizing my house and kind of settling back in after being gone for months at a time, and working on a new website. So there's a lot happening in the background right now, of like putting down new roots is how I would say it. So I'm creating a website that's my writer, author, Heather Ash Amara website, distinct from Warrior Goddess. So I'm holding both and just tackling some serious topics post wildfire. So that's part of what the new website and I'll be doing a little bit of a podcasting, and I have a new Substack. So that's been my journey, is really defining who am I now? One of the things, somebody who actually doesn't know me very well was the one that was like, okay, wait a minute. You had this huge wildfire And then everything in your life shifted, and it had to shift because of the wildfire. And I was like, oh, right. It's something that I'm just navigating and managing in a way every day. And yet it was such a pivotal moment in my life because one dream that I had visioned that was in play and was happening got massively interrupted by the wildfire up at Warrior Heart Ranch, up at our retreat center. And it really caused me to take a hard look at, in a really good way, like my life, what am I devoting myself to? Where do I want to put my energy? And when we have big changes in our life, when we lose things, when there's destruction, when there's sudden change, sometimes the right move, I was going to say the temptation, but maybe the right move is to walk away. And I sat with that for a long time in terms of Warrior Heart Ranch, as I'm sure many people have that have floods or fires or lose precious things in their life, that you decide, do you stay or do you go? And I'm really committed to staying and to continuing to support the land in its new form and finding the beauty in that along with the heartbreak. So felt really good to talk to the lawyer today, where there's a group of us that are suing or in the process of possibly suing the government around the wildfires. And they did a estimate of damage of the forest and just showed me photos. Ugh, it's so much. It is so much. And on the beautiful side, I just met with two incredible women a couple of days ago and learned how to make seed balls, which I'll be teaching anybody who wants to learn how. It's really a very, very cool thing. And we're going to be starting to raise money to buy seed and to start to plant wildflowers and vetch and nitrogen fixing legumes. See, I'm learning all these cool things. And grasses. So that's the next phase of rehabilitation for the land. And microbes. Ooh, I'm getting excited about learning more about soil microbes. So the other thing that's happening, and thanks so much for coming on this morning. I've missed doing lives, and it's nice to check in with everybody. And I want to know how you are doing. So if you're live here in the chat, share, how are you? How's it going? Yep. Okay, last thing is it's March. Isn't that great? It's spring is coming. We had snow yesterday, but it's already really, really warm here. So there's this feeling sense in the air, even though it was 23 degrees last night, that there's still more light. There's more, it feels like there's more energy. Things are waking up. I was at my friend Ginny's yesterday, and her honeysuckle bush is coming back. And I was like, oh my gosh, look, it is spring. The honeysuckle knows. So that's very exciting. And part of spring, I did this in May last year. Yay, spring in Scotland. And Rhonda, I'm coming to Scotland in April. I'm going to write you separately because maybe we can get together, either April or August. But I will be there in April. Yay. And in England in July, I think. Yeah. Hey, Layla. Oh, so good to see you. You're getting another snowstorm. Yay. Awesome. Awesome, Rhonda. That's great. Hey, April. Hi, Janet. Yeah, appreciating life is a beautiful gift and opportunity. So true. Oh my gosh, we're so blessed. We are so, so blessed. Yeah, really good to see you. So next week starts Warrior Goddess Wild, the 7-day challenge that this is such an interesting cycle. I realized that last May we did Warrior Goddess Wild right as a wildfire was going through the land. And I had to make a decision. I was like, do I even do this challenge? This feels so, not in connection with what the reality was that I was facing last year. So I'm very happy to be doing Warrior Goddess Wild again from a very different place, from the other side of a big tragedy, and really feeling excited about spring coming. So 7-day challenge, free. It starts on Tuesday, March 7th. please come join. Be lovely to have you there. April, I was having a hard morning and questioning myself this morning. I asked one of my guides for a sign. 2 seconds later, your live notification popped up. Yay! Hi! I love it. Hugging you, April. It's going to be okay. Yeah. Yeah. And don't question yourself from judgment. If you need to discern and step back and get more information, that's great. Yeah. It's going to be okay. You know, I had, my gosh, my life sometimes, you all can relate to this, which is why I will share it with you. So, we just had a big credit card bill to pay that all came due at the same time. So I just paid that off, and I was moving money from other accounts into our main bank account. And I made the mistake, which I still do not know how this happened, of instead of moving money from this bank account into this bank account, which is the main bank account, I actually ended up moving money from the main bank account out of the main bank account into the other account. Therefore, and then I got a notice of like, you have $100 in your account. So I've been watching myself, because usually when financial stuff happens, I am a wreck. Like, it's just hard for me around money stuff, especially when I make a mistake, and that impacts things. And I'm like, you know what? It's fixable. It's going to I made a mess. Basically, I made a really big mess, and we'll fix it. We'll figure it out. So that's it. Right? We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. We don't need to beat ourselves up. It doesn't help to look at all the worst case scenarios, but just to be like, all right, let me take responsibility for this. What's my next action? And to know that as creative beings, part of being an entrepreneur or a creative being is that it's not steady in terms of resources, in terms of energy expenditure, in terms of what needs to happen day to day. And so we just need to take that into account with ourselves, that we need extra support, and that some days are going to be rough. This is true for everybody, entrepreneur or whatever, right? That our health changes, that our finance changes, that our access to resources changes, that our relationships shift. So to have community like this that we can lean into is so, so helpful. And I just feel grateful to all of you every single day that we're on this journey of life together, even in all the different places that we are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you could use more play, more pleasure, more creativity, more being able to step back and look at your life through a more adventurous set of eyes, please join me next week for Warrior Goddess Wild. Just realizing like the book is in, and now I can really focus on that. And anytime we do the challenges, I always go through the challenge as well. So I'm looking forward to the teachings are really fun. So when you join Warrior Goddess Wild, you get a little video that is yeah, absolutely. A video every day that goes out, and then a little teaching, a little kind of play work assignment if you want to do it. And then I'll be doing several lives. I'm not going to do lives every day, but I'll be doing lives, I think, every other day. Partially because I'm up on the land. I'm going up to the land after this. So I'll be off grid. And yes, it is so necessary to regenerate, to align ourselves with why we're here, to get out of the struggle and the suffering and the self-punishment, and to open into our hearts again, and to remember that we can navigate so many things when we have a sense of lightness and playful focus is how I would do it. Yeah. Yeah. You're so welcome. Yeah. So how else are you? Any questions? I'm going to hang out for another 10 minutes or so for any questions, and I'll just keep sharing as well. And then I'm going to do another live. We're going to share this post more. So I just realized since I'm rambling so much on this, I'll do another live that's more focused on Warrior Goddess Wild. But I just wanted to check in and talk with all of you and see how you are. So any other questions or thoughts or needs that you have? The other thing I'm working on this weekend is the ebook around boundaries. So we did a survey and I asked what were your top requests of what you would like me to write. And the number one was boundaries. So that's what I'm working on this weekend as well. Ailish, these elemental paintings are just so gorgeous. I'm going to share them with you. What's the website? Linda, you're so good. Thank you. The website to sign up for the Warrior Goddess Wild Challenge is wildwitchywise.com. So that's how I just shared it in the chat. Wildwitchywise.com. And I want to share with you, let's see if we can do this. So these were painted for us. They're right now, they're like in a safe place. They're going up to the land, but I needed to put them someplace safe. So they're kind of hiding back here. But yeah, all the elements, and look how gorgeous these are. They're amazing. Yeah. So they'll all get put together into a really beautiful montage of the elements. But for now, I'm waiting to figure out where they want to live. I know, they're so cool. And that's my little refrigerator and my moth. I love it. Moon sign. I have so many moon sign calendars around my house. Farzan, hi, sweetheart. A big anxiety came to me last night after years. It seems everything is a mess. It's definitely challenging. Yeah. And I feel like in a way, you know, I know for me personally, part of what I'm navigating right now is pandemic related. And it's like treading water for so long. And now I'm kind of seeing what the result is. And so, yeah, I think a lot of us have a level of exhaustion and a feeling sense of that things are really messy. And so how do we love ourselves through and hold ourselves and everybody with a big place of compassion right now for whatever we're navigating? And many of us are navigating a lot. So sending all my love your way to all of you that are struggling in any way. And we keep going. We keep going. And may we use all of our challenges. This is always my prayer, is that may we use all of our challenges, all of the challenges in our life to help us become more loving, more creative, more grounded, that we use the challenges, that we ask, that we find the courage and the strength and the vulnerability to become more of who we can be, rather than using the challenges to judge ourselves, to feel completely beaten down by life. And that's not easy. And that's why we really need each other to remind each other it's going to be what it is. I'm not even going to say it's going to be okay, because it's going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. And we will show up and do our best and love each other and be compassionate and hold hands as we face all that we're facing. And that even in the most difficult times, we can still bring our heart and our love forward. Yeah. Yeah. So please join me next week in the challenge. It's really joyful. And it's also, something just fell in my house. I'll go see what that is later. It's also really practical as well. Was that you? What are you doing? My dog just came in completely wet. What did you do? And full of snow. That is so funny. Say hi, Demi. Dammers. We'll see what she did outside. So Sometimes I remember, excuse me, thinking about this last year with Warrior Goddess Wild of like, why would I do this challenge that losing my voice? Why would I do this challenge that seems so like minor and kind of silly compared to what so many of us are navigating? And there's some really important information in the Warrior Goddess Wild Challenge of how to access our creativity and to be able to stay sustainable by connecting back to that wild, creative, present, adventurous part of ourselves. So hope that you can join me again. The website is, I'll put it down here again. Hi, Jane. Demi's doing so good. Oh my gosh, she is the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just thinking about you the other day and that it would be fun to come up and do another training session with the girl. Yay. So Warrior Goddess Wild Challenge, check it out, wildwitchywise.com. Demi wants you to join as well. Demi is one of our best representative of wild for sure. Yes, you wild beast girl. So love you. Demi, say hi. Look, it's Jane. She's like, that's nice. Take me for a walk. Oh, hi, Guyo. God bless you so much. Watching from Marsbit Reserve, and I'm spreading gospel in Desert Place. Need your connection to spread gospel. Thank you. You are so welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for the work that you are doing. Laura, hi, love. It's such a tender time saying hi to you and sending love and blessings. Debbie, do you want to eat? Is that what's going on? That's weird. You never want to eat. Do you want to eat? I know. I just got Demi. I'm so excited. A new Frisbee, because that is her thing. Demi is a Frisbee dog. She's on it. And I think she actually wants to eat, which is, she's not a food dog. So that's exciting. And she also rolled in something. So she smells, you guys are going to hear all my things. She smells like kind of like dead fish right now. So that's what I'll be doing later today. Is probably washing my border collie, playing Frisbee with her, and walking up on the land. Yeah. So also, I'm writing the Boundaries ebook this weekend, so hopefully it'll be out next week. Come join me for Warrior Goddess Wild. Again, we'll be doing a 7-day challenge to reignite and re-invite in our creative, playful selves, to reconnect with pleasure and to learn how to navigate our lives, not from punishment or from force, but really from invitation and love and acceptance. So I hope you can join me. Doe, my beautiful Ginger, is definitely a food dog. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm so excited when Demi eats because she's so like, just isn't that into it. But I think she is today. So let me go feed the girl. Join, come play with me next week. I'll do another live on Monday, and I'm about to do a live that's really just about Warrior Goddess Wild as well. So thanks for hanging out with me in my rambly check-in, and really good to connect with you and to hear how you're doing as well. And please stay in touch. And if you're not on the newsletter list, why not? You should be on the newsletter list. So you can always join the newsletter at warriorgoddess.com. I'm also starting a Substack. So eventually I will have a Substack that is, it's close. Different types of writing. All right, babes, take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, loves. Take care.